She is a tennis superstar, a fashion icon, entrepreneur, and mother. Serena Williams has won 23 Grand Slams, among many other accolades.
But now the greatest female tennis player of all time may be saying goodbye to her extraordinary career. In an essay posted on Vogue.com, Serena says farewell to tennis in her own words and on her own terms. The article is called Serena's Farewell. I'm terrible at goodbyes.
On Instagram, the tennis star writes, quote, "That time is always hard when you love something so much. My goodness, do I enjoy tennis. But now the countdown has begun. I have to focus on being a mom, my spiritual goals, and finally discovering a different but just as exciting Serena."
Here to talk about her amazing career and accomplishments is William Rhoden. He is an award-winning author and sports columnist.
And Mr. Rhoden is also a member of the Hall of Fame for both the National Sports Media Association and National Association for Black Journalists. Good morning, Mr. Rhoden. Thank you so much for the time. And where do we begin? How can we possibly measure the impact Serena has made in the world of tennis?
Yeah, it's very difficult. I mean, the first thing is that she scooped the entire news media. That's our first. I was like, really, Serena? But it's just so classic Serena. To me, she's one of the most important sports figures that I've certainly been around. Her impact on tennis, her impact on fashion, what she's done for women, what she's done for women athletes. It's just amazing, besides just being a champion. And to go out this way to announce it, not just on a sports site, but in Vogue, of all places, with a great fashion layout, was just really classic. And she'd automatically made the U.S. Open ticket the hottest ticket probably ever. So it's a fantastic day. It's a great story. I'll certainly miss her, because for me, and I'm sure a lot of people, Serena and the Williams sisters were tennis, just like Tiger Woods was golf. So it's just it's sad to see her go, but I'm so happy for her that the way she went out was just so original, and it's just really, I'm just happy for her.
And with all of her accomplishments, this is hard to do, but what would you say is her most important legacy?
Probably what she's done for women athletes in terms of being competitive, being sweat getters, being able to wear the emotions on the sleeve, kind of breaking the barriers and the chains of how women were supposed to act in the sports arena. She's kind of like, I call her almost like the Aretha Franklin of her sport, and just being able to scream her truth loud and long and be who she is. I think that that impact resonated on generations of young girls, young athletes going into not only tennis, but almost any sport.
You mentioned Aretha Franklin. So how would you rank Serena as an athlete? Is she the greatest female athlete, greatest tennis player of all time?
Oh, without question. Yeah. Without question. I think numerically people will say Margaret Court, but and who knows, that could be the fairy tale ending that she ties Margaret Court at the U.S. Open. But no, unquestionably, I think she's the greatest tennis player of all time, female tennis player of all time.
And she writes poignantly a beautiful essay about being an athlete and also wanting a family. What is your reaction to her having to make those choices, the complication between sport, family?
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, a guy like Tom Brady, who it only took Tom Brady three months to decide he did not want any part of retirement. But yeah, I think that that is a dilemma that women athletes face. And she even had an impact on that, forcing the USTA to change its rules about women athletes and dealing with pregnancy. So yeah, it's a tough choice. And like I said, that's one of the things that she helped smash, is this whole idea of equity in sports, how women athletes are viewed, how they're treated. And I think she will be sorely missed, but her impact, her footprint is all over the sport.
So much more to come from her. We will be watching. Thank you so much, author and sports columnist William Rhoden. Thanks for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.
And for more on Serena's announcement and a look about what fans around the area are saying on her incredible career, just head to our website. That's cbsnewyork.com.